Good morning, East Texas. It's time to rise and shine with the sun. The Grand Saline Sun. Right here on BZTV. Grab your coffee and come join the fun.
Well, it is Friday, finally. I don't know about y'all, but I had 4 Mondays this week, and I'm hoping this Friday has a little sprinkle of happiness in it. And we've got a special guest this morning, so I'm going to roll directly right into my smoke signals, and then we're going to get over here and talk to our special guest, Sheriff Kevin Bridger. Roll it, boy. All right. You know, I figured it is Friday morning, so I would make it a casual Friday right here on the Smoke Signals. So gather around. I got a little story to tell you guys. There are 2 fellers walking down the street. One of them's a Republican and one of them's a Democrat, and they're going along their day, and they're talking about their normal issues and how bad Trump is and how good Trump is, but they're civil about this. And then all of a sudden, over the horizon, there comes some air raid sirens, and they are loud and they are blaring. And I mean, all of a sudden you think Chicken Little, your head's about to come off. The sky is falling. Oh my goodness gracious. Everybody looks up in the air and they see a big old fiery bomb, and it is coming straight for the location this conversation's being had. The Republican Democrats start arguing about whose fault it is that bomb was launched, standing right there on the sidewalk arguing. Everybody else with common sense, they got a brain between their ears, is running for cover, running to hide, sitting there saying, guys, save yourself. They're grabbing little babies and old people and wheeling them down into bomb shelters. And the Republican Democrats sitting there looking up at the sky with their fingers pointing at the same bomb, arguing whose fault it is it's coming from the sky. Now, that sounds like it's absurd. But does that not sound like what we are doing today? We both sit there and gripe about the condition of our country. And in the meantime, it is being ripped apart from top to bottom. And we are sitting there, 2 parties, griping about whose fault it is that it's ripping. There's nobody trying to stitch it back up. There's nobody in there getting the crazy glue, the super glue, or the Gorilla Glue and going up there and trying to put a seam on this thing. All we doing, we're going to sit there and argue. And now we get to arguing, we're playing tug of war with whatever we got left. And we just increasing the speed of the rip. So, guys, let's stop arguing about whose fault it is the bomb's coming from the sky. Let's start seeking shelter. And then after the bomb lands on the ground, let's go find who it is and let's whoop them. All right? Let's stop the arguing and let's get along. Sheriff Bridger, what do you think about that?
I mean, let's just get along. Can't we all just get along?
Well, can't we all just get along? So we want to thank you for stopping in.
There's a song about that.
I think there is. My favorite song is "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Well, that's not the song.
Now, hey, look.
Don't worry, be happy now.
See that? Hey, there you go. Now, I think you were closer to that one than you were the Fat Boys Are Back a while ago. We had a little bit of Sheriff Bridger rapping a while ago, and he told me it was Fat Boys Are Back. He said it was spot on tune wise, and I'll tell you what, I don't think he lied. We played the music. I couldn't tell where Sheriff Bridger ended and where the Fat Boys were back.
I'm just saying, you got to listen to the whole song.
And, hey, it's an
oldie. It's an oldie.
Wiki, whack. You know. So anyway, Sheriff.
So can we have a karaoke Friday?
I want to.
Casual Friday or karaoke Friday? Which one is it going to be?
Casual karaoke.
I mean,
why not throw it in the mix? No, we've been trying to get Sheriff Bridger on since week 1, and then he had a little tooth incident, and he was afraid he was going to have a whistle in his talk there for a little bit, so he wasn't going to come on screen. He has a public image to uphold.
Don't bite a metal fork, whatever you do.
Don't
generally bite a metal fork.
I hate it when I do that, and sometimes. Do you ever Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? No, wait, what was it? Was it Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Yeah, back in the day where Steve Martin was, they were con men, and he was playing someone that was mentally ill, so his partner could milk money out of this millionaire.
Hang on, I want to ask you something. Why were you asking me and Corbin, and then you go and say, well, back in the day, we don't know nothing about back in the day.
I'm trying to remember if Corbin ever watched it with us, but it was Steve Martin had corks on the end of his fork. And he was eating apple juice, and he was trying to play like he was mentally ill, and the corks on the end of the fork. Sometimes I think I need corks on the end of my fork so I don't bite down on it.
Definitely, but I use plastic forks now, so there you go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's
traumatized.
Nothing like going to the dentist on a Friday afternoon and having to get wires put in her mouth.
That's
not fun.
I had
fun.
braces when I was younger, and I tell everybody that was torture. I'm not. I would have rather had a gangly grin
Don't you
than
have
go through
to
that.
like go back every month and get them tightened again?
It depends on your treatment, but yes, I had to. And I mean, I was one of those that had to pull 4 teeth because I had a crowded mouth, and so they had to pull the gap shut. And I mean, and I'm telling you, it is. And eating a sandwich is I mean, literally that's worse than waterboarding. Eating a sandwich with freaking bread with braces, I'm telling you right now, it is bad because it all gets up in your mouth and stuff like that.
You got to brush your teeth about 13 times a day, it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like I said, literally, we could take away the waterboard and just put braces on all the people that we want to get information from and make them eat bread.
Invisalign.
Yeah, I've gotten where I can see people that wear Invisalign. I think it puts a little shimmer on their teeth when they wear it.
It does, but it's better.
Well, that's that's my new Where's Waldo. If anybody knows me, I'm a people watcher, and I find the funniest little things to Where's Waldo and checking people with
that it has the logo on the on your canines on both.
Well,
of them.
gee, thanks for telling me that. Now I'll be looking at people's mouths. I'm gonna be talking to somebody, and I'll see the shimmer, and I'll be like going,
"Hey, look, we can go VZTV."
I need that. Oh, I'm getting me some gold grills, people. I'm getting some gold grills. VZTV, baby.
All right.
Yeah, Bridger always bringing the good ideas to the table. My wife is over there saying no, because she knows.
No for her.
Do you ever watch boxing? How the winner always has a big fandom chain, and it's like all iced out. That's what we should do for VZTV.
There you go. There you go.
I don't think that I would be good at putting it on. I watch these videos of these guys reacting to these young kids that have all the bling, and they're like, "Let me tell you, brother, this is real stuff. This is real bling." And they walk, and I sit there and let no. If I ever put on real like a big chain bigger than this right here, I would look like one of those white kids trying to pose with the big gold. Yeah, brother. That's what they all do. They do that.
What does that even mean? Now we can ask the younger crowd. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Yeah,
the gun makes, in their opinion.
It's just cool.
Well, it's stupid. It literally.
So maybe we should do it to this whole interview.
Hey, you know what, Bridger?
You sound like you have Tourette's. Sound like you have Tourette's.
Yeah, I mean, but have these. There's this one guy that translates them. Like he sits down and he watches the videos and he so do I got that right? And like I said, and it is so ridiculous how we are an evolved species. I mean, we were supposed to be getting more and more intelligent as we go,
and our sentences are getting less and less.
And
what's more intelligent to be able to do a gun sound?
Okay, I gotta tell this joke. Guns got brought up when I was in prison. There was this guy that he was an older guy, been in and out of jail his whole life, and he was in there for DWI like I was, and so we were in the DWI program, and they called him Space Monkey. And I asked him why he was called Space Monkey. He says, because my daddy was the janitor at NASA when I was a kid, and how I used to grow up was he'd give me in the room with all the space monkeys, and they babysat me, and they said it stuck a little bit. So, and if you know anybody in prison, that's probably a lie, but it was a story that he'd told so long that his nickname was Space Monkey. Well, one day, he was always walking around, and he was always talking about capping. And one day, somebody looked at him and said, Space Monkey, why in the world are you holding that gun like that? And he says, because that's how it come in the box.
Just pick it up and get to work.
That is one of the funniest things that I heard, and I carry that with me today. And I always ask it. Everybody said, why do gangsters hold that? Because that's how it came in the box.
It came in a box like that.
It come in a box like that.
Just picked it up and went to work.
What's wrong, Miss Katie? Why are you shaking your head?
It's just a little stupid.
It's just a little stupid. So tell us.
So listen, this is the first time I've been here.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all. But can we not talk about how far y'all have come? Can we not talk about that at all? Is nobody talking about this?
It gets brought up a lot because we've grown, haven't we?
I mean, remember I say we, but you.
You've been here ever since you've been here since day one. Remember when we were at track shooting on my phone?
That's what I'm saying. You used to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us? Now we got
one
microphones.
camera.
Oh no! I was doing press conferences back when before we even had the cameras
with the phone.
Yeah, with the phone sitting there in his office we've been doing this a long time, and it's funny that when people see us now, they come in, they sit down, and a lot of times they'll catch the show. They may catch little blurbs here and there what they catch, and as the intro comes on and the little smoke signals things come on, we got a weather thing and a sports little clip that we do, and people see that and they're like, wow, this is pretty neat. And
it's like it's almost professional.
And that's what we're trying. I tell everybody we're trying to. It's their job to make sure it doesn't look like this is a redneck production, and they've done a really good job at it.
They've done a great job.
Sort of like anybody that turns it on, they hear my accent, they already say, "Okay, this is redneck." But I mean, hey,
Look,
it started good.
I didn't realize how bad mine was.
Well, hey,
I caught myself on a video the other day talking to Sushi, my cat, and I didn't realize like how like back roads I sound basically. I was like, I really sound like that.
Anybody that knows my wife, and she will attest, I love you, babe. She's probably sitting over there watching it work. If not, Lupe, tell her to.
Because that's supposed to be looking at this thing?
You're looking at that camera right there.
That's your camera.
Oh,
this is Bert's.
And
that's
then this is Katie's. So we can all look straight to the audience. Yeah.
So 3.
Yeah. And
a cell phone.
And we have a camera over there that we can use when Corbin wants to put it up for me to do the weather. See, that's our weather center over there. I'll pull a full blown Cody Gosh chalk. I get over there in front of the weather.
Some weather. We got to do some weather.
Well, right now
we got to do some weather.
You notice how this light's out right over here, guys.
You know what? I didn't even notice.
If you have a
didn't even notice.
If you have you see that barcode up there, y'all scan that so we can get a new light bulb for this. That way we can turn this one back on, so we can move the lights back over there.
So this is what we're seeing right here.
This is what everybody's seeing.
Where's the barcode?
It's in the. It'll come up on the little advertisements over there.
Okay.
It's
So everybody,
and Corbin,
please,
here you
everybody,
go.
please.
Corbin, there's our Milanos, and there we go.
There we go. Y'all keep us going right there.
Yeah, that right there.
Keep us going.
And
keep the lights on.
Exactly, it does. It really does. And
yes,
I mean, literally.
Yes.
But what's funny is I tell everybody we've grown, and it's because people have stepped in and believed in what we're doing, because we didn't want to be just any other podcast. You know, there are 1,000 of them out there, and basically, when I told everybody we were bringing this in underneath the Grand Saline banner, the Grand Saline Sun banner, and I said there was a reputation and an integrity there that, I mean, you've known it before we ever even talked about VZTV.
Sure.
How hard I've worked to keep the integrity of of Grand Saline Sun.
Sprinting down the sidelines with a cell phone and a backpack.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, you a few years back, you even told me, you said, "Hey, I wanna do these things and that." And don't be mad at me when I come and ask you hard questions.
Yeah.
And don't come be mad at me if I don't print or post what you think I should post, because I'm going to put out there the truth.
Right.
And I respect that 100%. I think that is, when you say the integrity, I believe that you have done, y'all have done an excellent job.
Well,
excellent job.
And I can't commend these two right here, the growth they've done, because literally they had never done anything. The only thing they knew how to do was make TikToks and stuff like that. When I started all this, they come in here. Corbin said, "Dad, we got to make this look like these podcasters." And I told him, I said, well, their generation is what I'm building this for, because literally who I was trained to write for, we're on our last leg. I mean, our influence is waning, and they're the next generation.
Yeah.
And he come in and he made everything you see. Now, every now and then I'll get on Canva, like some of these the smoke signals and stuff like that. They've taught me enough about Canva where I don't have to work them so hard.
Enough to get you in trouble.
Exactly, enough to get me in trouble.
Yep.
But other than that, I told everybody, because there's nothing like it in rural East Texas. And when we started in the election this last time, I've been told multiple times we did more to positively influence the election cycle this time than any of the debates, any of the meet and greets, anything like that. And that was just because I brought people on and let them talk to the voter. This is not, I tell everybody, this is not for me. And when you see this right here, this is other people. You see Gibson's logo that'll pop up down here. You see all them cards on the side, that all them advertisers that
Gibson's
are
on your name tag.
Well, and that's another thing too that I like to talk about, is that we don't talk about hey, these are the questions I'm going to ask you.
Oh, no.
That has never happened.
The most I think is like, hey, this is what we're talking about.
If we have a topic that
there might be a topic, but there's no definite question like, hey, this is what I'm going to ask.
Exactly.
That's what.
And I've always told everybody, my style is different. You notice I'm unscripted too. Like I'm not over here and I don't have a script. Our conversation runs just
we never know what he's going to say.
Exactly. And you never know where you're going to go.
I don't know what he's going to say at the house.
But it's like you cover so much ground ground in a conversation than you do if it's just like, if I'm sitting there asking, well, you think about it, everybody's been through a job employment interview. And if you go down there and you sit down and you talk with somebody and you really connect person to person, you're more comfortable sharing a little bit about your past and intimate details. If you sit there and you are like getting, well, what's your best quality? What's your worst quality? And is your best quality better than your worst quality? And then why? You know, and it's like you walk out the door and you're like, man, I wish I'd said that. And when I first started, I'd list 20, 30 questions. And I'd realize, of course, I'm ADD, so it naturally comes that I get about 2 questions in, and next thing you know, the rest of the list is never even touched.
Never
You know,
talked
we
about.
always
This
go.
is the list. This is where you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
You literally do not know how many times he'll say, hey, I want this video up on here so we could talk about it. And then
Like
he'll talk
5
about
minutes
one topic
before.
about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, I'll like text him, hey, are we going to get to this video? He
We
says,
never do.
he says, oh, crap.
yeah.
But you know what? I think that's what makes it good.
Well, and that's sort of what, you know, when from day one, when we first started sitting down and talking about doing this, we actually sat down and filmed an episode
We did.
that never made air. But
let's talk about why I didn't.
well,
Because I was stuttering. I don't like cameras, by the way, but that's okay.
well, that, and we had
That's not the only reason we did.
well, like I say, we started shooting the Daily Wagon, Burning Wagons at the time with Ryan, and that came in really hard on the heels of this. And what people don't understand is how much time it takes to edit a video and stuff like that. And that was going to be one of those I was going to do. Generally, they're the ones that spend the time. They're like mice. They're around the house all
it
night
was supposed
long.
to be one of your first ones.
Yeah, it was gonna be one of the first
but
ones.
because of the poor,
Well,
the interviewee.
Well, no, it
not
wasn't,
the interviewer. The
it wasn't
interviewee.
just that. It was also I recorded on my cell phone, and one of the mics wasn't working because we were doing the wireless mics, and for whatever reason,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The DJI.
One of these was broke or something.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's right.
One
I
of these
remember that.
wasn't
Yeah, yes,
working,
yes,
and so
yes.
it messed up the
Yes.
audio. And
Yes.
I was trying to have to figure out how to pull the audio off of, you know, and it was just
You can't.
Yeah, and it's not, and so
We'll
I
leave,
mean, you
leave
can,
it to
but
the
it takes a
professionals
lot
over
of-
here.
Oh yeah, well, I
couldn't
still
even do it.
I still carry these around. I just, you know, what's really funny, when I first got this set right here, this is my very first set, and shortly after I got them, the LED on top of it quit working, and I went to return them to DJI to get me another set, and they said, well, because it's got a battery in it, they couldn't take the return. They just sent me a new set. Well, it still works, and that's the ones we're using today. These are never fail. Like you'll go back and listen to them, and them things you'll hear them just fine. The brand new set where the LED works and the little bars bounce and all that stuff, it never fails. One of the mics does not connect and work just right, and so I use these old
Isn't
faithfuls.
technology great?
I
What would we
hate
do without technology?
I hate technology. I am not gonna lie.
So
It is-
that's why I hope that Katie and Corbin they don't rely on a computer so much and actually type out some stuff sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, I am proud of this girl. Now, my son, I can't say so much for, but she still reads. She gets the books and she'll read, and
He listens to me talk about them.
and I'll give him that.
The best you're gonna get.
Well, he's gonna listen. Whether he
Like,
likes it or not.
Exactly.
What is it?
She's already got him
Flat
trained.
Stanley.
Yeah,
Those kind of
yeah.
Flat Stanley.
Yeah, she's got him trained already.
I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid until I graduated.
There you go.
And that was his only book that he loved.
Well, I must confess, I do the audio books in my car a lot. So
You know, when I was
I like listening to audiobooks while I'm reading. Just like
while you're reading,
yeah, just read
Man.
along with
So
it.
you break
It's
them both
just-
up.
Yeah.
She listens to a video while playing Power Wash Simulator in
Okay.
VR.
Let's keep it to the books.
Now, I will say this. My wife is astonished that I will read a book and I'll have the news on, or I'll have a show or something like that
I
on the
can't do
TV, and I'll sit there and be reading the book, and then something will happen on the TV, and I'll start laughing, and she'll say, there's no way you heard it, and I'll give her a recap of the last 15 minutes, but also tell her what happened in my book.
I can't do that. I'm a very visual person.
I'm ADD.
Well, if I'm studying, I got to have noise in the background.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like if he was to play some music in my background right here, it's no problem.
Well,
Yeah, I can listen
And
to
if I
an
start doing
audiobook.
this, you'll know I'm listening to music and talking. I'm like, oh, yeah.
yeah, well, he does that for my ADD butt, because it, like, sometimes it takes me a second to form a sentence because I'm trying to grab the words with a butterfly net and put them together, and so he puts that music in the background, and I didn't realize it. You know, again, those are subtle touches that they put into this. That, you know, I'd be sitting there and he said, "Dad, we need to put music in the background," and I was like, "Why?" And he says, "Watch this." And he started showing me other podcasts, and they had it in the background, and some
And it
people.
fills the silence too,
Yeah.
because like we'll go from talking so much to just like we stop talking for like 30 seconds and it's
Yeah.
just awkward silence.
Like,
So,
crickets. Cricket.
Yeah.
so I guess while we got you here, I know you don't have a whole lot of time, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm off to. I got to go to a sheriff's conference here today.
All I want to say is every time I've ever
That's
been,
why it's Casual Friday. I'm be driving in my car.
all I gotta say is every time I've ever been in a room full of cops, it's been sort of not fun. So I hope you have more fun than I did when I was in a
Well,
room full of cops.
I can tell you, it's yeah.
So I know y'all.
We'll see how it works out.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on around the jail. You know, how's the daily life going on up
It's
there?
going good. We're going good. We're having a good time. You know, we got some deficiencies in our last report, as I'm sure you've seen already.
Yeah.
We had some deficiencies, and you know, the jail's still operating fine. There's nothing wrong. There's no issues with the inmates or anything like that. It's just a little bit of training documentation, things like that.
Are these continuing education type certifications? Or are these intro certifications?
No, they're not. They're not continuing education. They're just more of like fire safety training.
Oh, okay.
Some things like that. You know, if a fire breaks out in the jail, just how to put the equipment on, things like that. So there's a couple of deficiencies that we were lacking in as far as the documentation of it.
Right.
Doing that.
And of course, and as we all know, if it isn't documented, it did not happen in the eyes of the government.
Yep. So the report is true and correct, and we were lacking in some of those areas, but we have since corrected them, and now we've already requested a reinspection on our log and our documents, and so we're just waiting to hear back from them when they're going to come back and check our logs, and we should be good.
And just for context, this is not unusual for the first inspection to find something and then come back and correct it. This is quite across the board, right?
I can tell you as a sheriff, this is my first in-person inspection,
right,
for the jail, and I'm, you know, I'm more. They come in anytime they want, you know, and it just happens that way. But the last inspection was a virtual inspection, and we passed that with no problems. This time they came in and did a in-person inspection, and it's just, you know, hey.
Was this just records inspection, or was this infrastructure and everything?
This is everything. I mean,
bend over and cough
from top to bottom, I mean, so actually, you know, though we were lacking in some areas of documentation and things like that, I'm still pleased. You know, I'm still okay with it. You know, I told everybody that, you know, I'm going to make mistakes, and we're going to do some things, and as long as we own up to those mistakes and fix them, then we're good.
Well,
and guess what? And that's what we're doing.
And that's sort of exactly what you and I have had many of them conversations. Yeah. You know, you brought up some of them previous conversations. I said, you know what? Nobody expects anybody to be perfect, and if they do, they're wanting you to fail. Yeah. You know, it's the man that gets busted doing something wrong that when he denies it is the first step into his failure. It wasn't the mistake.
So somebody showed me something on Facebook, because I don't get on Facebook that often. I do sometimes, but somebody sent me a screenshot, and it was kind of funny. And I have it. I'll have to read it to you. And this is this one guy said, "Man, I tell you what, I've been in Van Zandt County Jail, and I recommend it a 10 out of 10. You know, so the air conditioning works good, he said in the Facebook post. It was just kind of funny. I just chuckled at it because somebody sent it to me, and they said, keep your head up, you know, because you give somebody a gold bar, and they always say it's not shiny enough.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, hey, listen, you know, we're going to make mistakes, and as long as we can recover from them and nobody gets hurt, then we're okay.
Yeah.
So
and of course, it's not easy managing that kind of environment, period. I mean, and to hold, like, my wife works for an at-home health company, and when the state comes in and does their inspection, and that's an controlled environment where you've got control of every file, every stamp, everything. In your environment, you are outnumbered by an unruly factor. You know, I guess you can't really exactly plan on everything that they can pull up, you know, and so that's another aspect that I'm sure is how is the
but the jail's doing, other than that, you know, we're doing great back there, and then you know, patrol's doing really well. I've been told that all the time that, hey, they're seeing a lot more deputies on the streets, a lot more patrolling. You know, I think we're at roughly 15,000 calls so far.
I was asked the other day if I'd ever. I said I see them all the time. Of course, I'm on the road all day long, and
yes,
so
sir.
I see you guys all the time out there.
You know, we're doing our best, you know, and when we're just rocking along.
Well, do y'all have anything? I know y'all just had that coffee with a cop.
We had coffee with a cop. somebody didn't come.
Honestly, I did not sit until after it had already dropped, and then I said, "Oh man, that was today," which I think we were
I
here.
didn't hear about it until just now.
I think it was payback for me having to not be here until now.
Well,
Is
you
that
know what?
It was? It's okay.
I'm not saying or denying. That's,
I cannot confirm or deny.
I am denying because I didn't find out until
No,
just now.
I
You know what? And that brings up
Covering
another
my
thing.
butt.
That's another thing, Katie, is that we got to find a way for the whole county. There's a lot of times that events are missed. And I'm not talking about my events. I'm talking about, the senior living home there, country living senior home, had a car show last week.
right.
Nobody knew about it. It's hard. Everybody has their own little Facebook thing that they put out. But I feel like that we need to figure out how to.
Hey, Corbin, put up our little screen here that we do our promos, and put up the August 8th thing.
August 8th.
Just to show y'all that there is.
Oh, hey.
That's again,
Everybody, come
scan
on.
and donate, scan and donate.
That's right. Keep us going.
But just like
So that's August 8th. Yeah, that's
and
going
just
to be a good thing.
If you work for a nursing home, if you're an activities director, if you do anything, nonprofit, child advocacy center, if you do anything that has to do with the public being invited to better
to
our
the
community,
community.
then let us know. This right
Please.
here is
Yes.
proof positive. When you said that, there is an avenue, and we're growing it, and we need you to grow it. So give
Let's do
us
it.
this. I would love for the last 15 minutes of the show, I could put soundtrack behind these little flyers and just let these things play and because I honestly, I believe that we will talk to each other more like human beings if we start spending time with each other in settings that we're not against each other, but we're with each other going for a common
Well, it's
cause.
like you said earlier about the bomb. Let's just let's get everybody involved.
Exactly.
So that there's some things like that. There's another the Van Zant County Sheriff's Association, not Sheriff's Association, Police Association. All the agencies, not just the sheriff's office. There's all the police departments and agencies are coming together and helping each other. And we're also going to be doing a Shop with a Cop.
Yeah, that's for that Blue Santa, right?
The Blue Santa, yep. So Blue Santa here. And so we're having an event. The association is having an event the 20, can I look at my calendar here?
Yes, sir. Go for it.
I believe it's the 25th of this month, July. No, yeah, it's the 25th.
Already starting to get prepared for that. That tells you how big of an event this is.
There's going to be a car show there. There's going to be some food trucks. There's going to be some things for the kids. It's geared towards the kids and the family.
Is the Bridger Classic going to be there? Oh, well, I should say your wife's truck.
It's not mine.
You clarified that is your
It's
wife's
not mine.
truck.
It's my wife's truck. It is definitely not mine, I can tell you. So she does let me drive it sometimes, but it's not mine. But yeah, no. So it's going to a good cause. What it is the shopping. The Blue Santa is we take children shopping. It started out there in the Mineola area out there, I believe. And it was great. What they do is we take children that have bad experiences with the first responders in general,
right?
Not just police. It could be, with an ambulance coming to take their, their mom or dad to the hospital, and
right.
they associate that with bad, right?
Right.
So we take them and we get a certain amount that we spend, and we take them shopping, and we let them buy whatever they want. Whatever they want.
And the pictures, if you have not seen
with the limit, there is a limit.
But the limit's high. I mean, some of these kids come out with some pretty awesome.
I can tell you the last time I did it, my kid that I had, I think we spent $500.
Yeah,
and I just pushed the cart. That's all I did, and it really touches you. It touched me.
Right. Well,
it's a good time.
Of course, I've reported on it. We've pushed it for years. I mean, this is one of the things that always comes up. Grant Saline PD has always been really involved in it, and so, like I said,
so now it's county. It's going to be countywide here. So,
that's awesome.
All the police departments are joining in. So,
is there a way for people to donate to help that out?
So there is, and unfortunately, I'm not on the board. So you'll need to get with.
Y'all continue to follow, because as it gets closer and as it gets,
here's what we'll make sure that you get the flyer before I leave.
There you go.
And then we can get it put up. If Corbin can figure that out over there, we'll get Corbin to put that up for you. And then,
he can. I don't know if he can do it during the broadcast, but what we can do is we can get it definitely from this day forward.
There's a Facebook page too, Van Zant County. I keep saying sheriff. Van Zant County Police Officer Association. There's a flyer up there as well.
Well, I'm sure
And
that
if TJ's listening, TJ, you can text me the deal real quick while
I'm
here.
not for sure if
TJ.
Cody Paul will be your best bet. Cody Paul's a faithful.
If Cody Paul's listening,
yeah.
Don't talk to
Cody.
me about Cody.
Cody, just
What did Cody do to you?
Makes fun of me.
Well, you're so easy to make fun of.
well, hang on. Cody's making fun of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
we can fix that. We can fix that.
You should feel really good about yourself if Cody Paul, of all people, is making fun of you. Where does that really make Cody?
What's the account again that I can pull it up?
It's Van Zandt County.
No, he makes fun of me for baseball.
I keep
Cop, police
associate.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I got it right here. Let me see. I don't like getting on my phone while I'm talking to you, but
And if you're one of the
but it
four
won't
people,
take but a second.
if you're
Here it
one of
is.
the four
It's,
people online, y'all can go watch us on the
it's
app.
Van Zandt County Peace Officers Association is what it's called.
You can go watch us on the app. You can be able to see all the graphics, and when Corbin puts this up, you'll be able to see it.
Here,
And
Corbin,
here shortly,
I'm
I'm
gonna
fixing to
send it to
stop
you,
the Facebook program, and I'm going to go to TikTok because I've got to get my daily TikTok things in so we can start building that format.
Tiki talk.
Tiki talk. Yeah, that's one of the things Corbin has got me. He's building them up and putting them on TikToks and the YouTubes and all that.
I just sent it to your dad's phone. So, oh wait, Caden Mosier is listening.
Caden, hey, I do know Caden is always there.
So
All right.
Is that
okay,
it right
guys.
there? Is that it right there?
That's it. There it is. Thank you, Caden. There it is, right there.
There it is.
So there's the flower I have is a lot better though. I don't know.
Yeah, we
Here, pass this to.
definitely
Here you go,
won't-
Corbin.
Well, he's got it up on the screen.
I know, but this one has. I don't know. This one has more.
It says
but-
car show on it.
But
You can find
nonetheless,
it.
anyway.
But anyway, yeah, Caden's
So
pretty
what-
faithful.
Well, what it
watching.
is
Thank you, Caden.
what started this conversation is there it is. We need to we need a big platform like yourself and others to really let people know what's
Yeah.
happening because there's so many times like you said, oh, I didn't know about it until it was over, or that's happening today. I've already made plans,
Right, yeah.
whatever the case may be.
And it's one of those things. There's always something going on, and that's what I tell people. This is a community that's run by volunteers. Because
Yes.
I mean, if you look, go buy a food drive. All I'm going to say is go buy a food bank on the day that they're giving out their goods and see how
go by
many
the Manna Food Bank.
exactly.
They do awesome things. They're busy. They're busy too.
And that tells you how many.
Who all sits here? It's like a never-ending sinkhole.
Well, let's see who was there last time.
I don't want to know because I won't make fun of them. No.
Yeah, Gavin Whitaker.
Yeah.
Gavin Whitaker.
thanks, Gavin.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Gavin. Because before that was Edie Booth, and Edie is not. She don't weigh a feather. So
Thanks, Gavin.
Yeah, it's all Gavin.
She's like-
He broke it in for me. Appreciate you.
So, but anyway, yeah, and that's one thing that. When I first started this, that's one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to inform. Matter of fact, JP Fisher is going to be coming on once we figure out his schedule, once we get rolling. Entertainment. There's always somebody on stage.Ody Paul's one of them. Ryan Savallo,
Kristen Autry.
Yeah, Cody Paul will be there singing, I believe.
and so we're always trying to get them out there too, because I want anybody in our area. I want y'all to benefit from this. I mean,
Well, it's not just it's the community.
exactly. It's
it's
and we're
everybody.
and you know this as much as anybody. I look at this as a public service. I tell everybody this is not what built this was the public, the community, because they needed this. And if we're going to combat the crap on Facebook, we got to have something that you can go to and say, okay, I know if I'm going to get the truth anywhere, I'm going to get it there. And that's always been my driving force.
Yeah.
So,
So can we talk about something else?
yeah.
Since we got a younger crowd here with us.
Yeah,
today?
go for it. Put the topic on the table.
I want a Tesla.
I do too.
Me
Can
too.
we talk about that?
I want one too.
My wife thinks I'm crazy. I want a
I
Tesla
enjoyed
truck.
the test drive. I mean,
I drove one the other day, and I know this is way off topic.
They're
what,
nice.
was it in Tyler?
No, a friend of mine has one, and let me just tell you, it's nice.
Yeah, I want
is.
a Tesla truck.
I don't want a truck. I don't-
You know what? I tell everybody, me and the Tesla truck are kindred spirits. We're both ugly, but man, we run efficient.
I saw a Tesla truck crash the other day. It was
I
actually,
saw a picture.
I think it was
of-
in Mexico. He flipped it so bad you couldn't tell what car it was, but both driver and passenger walked out completely good.
Yeah. Well, so there's some police departments that have Teslas on their fleet, and I've been doing a lot of research, and besides the fact that they're nice, They're
fast.
They're cost efficient. They're fast.
They're safe.
I've
They're
seen,
safe.
I've
They're
seen
safe,
them.
yeah.
I've seen them on the drag strip where they put a Tesla against a 5.0 Mustang, and I mean the Teslas, them suckers, they got some because it's straight torque to the ground.
Yep.
You know, you don't have to go through all the other stuff. But I told my wife the reason why I want a Tesla is because
I'm glad I'm not the only one that wants a Tesla.
I want to be able to set in a destination
You
on
hear
my
that, honey?
car.
They want one too.
Yeah, I want to set in a destination on the car and be able to talk on the phone without worrying about turning.
Now, I want to know, can you still get pulled over since it's a self-driving car if it's in
So hang on.
self-driving mode?
Well,
You're
even-
still in control of vehicles.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes.
but see,
I used it in the
'Cause I've
self-driving
seen-
mode, and it was.
I've seen videos
nice.
of like people getting pulled over and they're like, well, it drives itself.
Well,
It drives itself.
my
And they're
thing-
like
No,
looking
no.
out.
my thing is,
No.
when I drive and I've got my hand on that steering wheel, when I get to talking, and you can ask Sheriff Bridger here, our conversation can go for 2
I know,
hours.
you're all like-
And I will turn on a back road, and I will go down this back road, and I'll be headed to Canton, and I'll wind up at Will's Point.
I'm like Bert.
Yeah.
Bert, hello, Bert. I gotta let you go, Bert.
Well, sometimes you have to, or it'll be, or I'll lose him in a dip and come back
He
out.
loses me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Katie can vouch for this. We're in Tyler. We're test driving the Tesla because it's right smack dab in the middle of the mall, and we were taking it on self driving in the middle of 323.
Oh,
And
it's nice.
You could set how far it stays behind. It also corrects the human error. We found that out the hard way. Also, when there was somebody walking across the road, you couldn't see it past the cars in front of us. It registered it the whole way.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It's-
And
it's
then
Shows up on the
crazy.
dash
I know we
and
got a
that's
sheriff in the building, but
I'm telling you.
they did allow us to go to the school, you know, where the Red Raiders school is, how it has that long drive behind Broadway. He allowed us to floor it. And
So here's a good thing about that, right? It don't matter if you're going 0 when you give it gas, it's going to get to that speed, whatever that speed you're looking for, right? Or if you're going 60 and you give it the gas, it's going to get to that speed. It doesn't matter. There's no
Yeah.
lag.
No,
Yeah,
It's a 0 to 60 in what 3 point
it's
something
not
seconds.
so much torque. It's a start to a
Oh,
finish.
you
Yeah.
can, you can
And
feel
it's
it
direct
too.
power.
I've been in a drag car once, and it was because they said I was supposed to be 18, but I was 16. But I told them I was a race car driver, so they let me. But it was a funny car, one of the 3-seater
All
funny
these
cars.
Stories coming out now.
Yeah, it was a 3-seater funny car,
The statute of limitations is passed.
Yeah, that's right.
and that's one of the closest feelings I've had to
Yeah,
it.
No, they're cool.
They
Well,
went to the Ennis, and my dad got him one of them rides in one of them ride along funny cars.
I keep telling him he needs to take me.
I want to say this, give a shout out. My cousin Diane Lynn, she put in more information about that police
Shop
thing.
with the cop?
Shop with the cop thing.
Yes.
She put more information in here. She said it wouldn't let her post the thing, but it says 10 to 2, car show, vendors, food trucks. So
Yep.
go in the comments and you can see thank you, cuz, for
Yep.
putting that out there
Thank
for
you.
us.
And we
Thanks,
can
Cuz.
share the page when
Yeah.
we get off of here.
And
Yeah.
we'll add it also into our announcement deal. But that's what we're trying to grow, because I want to be able to give everybody, again, that community voice, the community go to. Everything's archived. So even if you don't catch it live like right now, when you need it, you go back, you find the show and say, hey, there it is. And we try to do this every single day. Speaking of, it is 10:41. Let's go ahead and rock over to our weather real quick, Corbin.
So we get to do weather now? on
Yeah, we're
green
doing.
screen?
Oh, hit our weather intro, Bubba.
Do we get to do the weather on the green screen?
No, we don't get to do that.
The lights are over here.
Yeah,
instead
we
of
got all the lights over here, but this is what we get right here. Let's see.
Is that one?
PCTV weather.
All righty, here we go.
Well, hang on. Can you see that from this far away?
No, but this is how we do this. Okay,
let's see.
this right here.
Who's working the mouse? Oh,
There you go.
all right, Corbin. Thanks.
This basically right here, what I tell everybody is I'm not a meteorologist. I tried when I did that the first couple weeks.
Zoom
And
in
then-
a little more.
And I told everybody,
There you
hey, I don't see no rain on this radar. I think y'all are good to go out there. And then that day I
Go out
walked
there and
out
cook.
there and, yeah, it's hot.
99
Where do you see 99?
on the very last one on Tuesday. You
Oh.
have glasses on.
Okay, but look, you're just throwing out numbers, and there's numbers everywhere.
No, 99 on the
That's her.
very far right.
That's
gotta
her
keep
That's her reading a book and listening to
I
it.
think so. You gotta keep up with the juvenile brain here.
Man,
I
I
mean,
tell you what.
so
99 degrees. That's insane.
yeah. Well, see, and this
Staying
is
inside that
this
day.
is late July. I mean,
I know
literally,
it didn't get that
This
hot
ain't
that
nothing.
fast.
you know,
This
this
ain't
is
nothing.
August is right around the corner.
This
and
ain't nothing.
At least we've gotten a lot of rain in the past few, a little
I
bit.
remember a few years ago, it got up to like 110 ish.
How does she remember a few years ago?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you
20.
what, it went through a drought.
She said I'm 20.
Yeah,
I remember a few years ago.
Yeah, a few. I mean, that's about accurate for
My
her.
few years ago was a few years ago. It's not 19.
It's like a couple. What is a couple years? How many numbers? A couple. Okay.
Yeah, and at least she can reflect that far.
A few is
accurately.
3.
Yeah.
There's no number
There's
for
the gas
4, and then a
prices.
handful is 5.
Well, I just think the diesel up there at the gas station in Van was $5.
Dude, it is ridiculous. And this is what
$5.
and I tell everybody, one good thing about having a Republican in office has always been the gas prices. I mean, you're taking one of the benefits off the dadgum table when you give us gas prices like
Yeah,
this.
we went through Canton yesterday at Circle K, and it was what, $3.59 or something like that.
See, that's
and the
why
other-
we need a Tesla.
The other
Yeah,
day, it
amen
was
to that.
$3.09.
Tesla.
We went
Well-
to Buc-ee's, and with a car wash, you can get gas for $2.69.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
you pay
that was
$1.
probably, I would say, when
Pay
was that?
$1. What?
Because
$15 bucks for the car wash or
Yeah,
something?
like 15
Yeah.
bucks.
But on top of that, though,
That's what we do.
the gas went up like 40 cents overnight the day before yesterday. I mean, it
Because
like
it went from 309 to 340 something.
yeah, and so like literally that kind of gas price and that's shock. I mean that's
Ramen
sticker
noodles for
shock.
dinner.
Exactly, man. People don't
Our
understand
pantry
it.
is full of ramen noodles.
Hey, we live on that stuff
It's
sometimes.
good. That's good.
Kids
That's
will
what my grandson does. He
Kids will
loves
come in
ramen
there and
noodles.
they'll be like, "What's for dinner?"
Ramen.
Ramen noodles.
Ramen.
Go get you some ramen
Okay,
noodles.
is it ramen or ramen?
It's ramen.
Is it
I guess
My,
it depends.
my North Dakota Fargo friend says Raymond.
Ramen noodles.
I-
That's what I say.
Your
You
Ramen.
know, I guess it depends on what part of the
Like your
what
uncle?
side of the pond you're on.
Oh my
What side of the pond you're on. But all
I
right,
think they're just in a separate pond altogether.
Did you, all together? Yeah, they are.
all right. Go ahead and let's throw up our lunch specials, Bubba Dubba.
What's for lunch?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Trax is the place to be this week. I think this is Milano's, of course. The lunch buffet, you're not going to beat it. Get as full as you want to. There's their menus. You can get
You need
fried
to
chicken.
get their honey butter biscuits.
Their honey butter biscuits.
so good.
She always asks for a honey butter biscuit. We love their
Ask
chicken
for 2 of
Alfredo
them.
with jalapeno. That is to us, in our opinion, the best pizza. Now, our kids love this pizza. They say it's the best in the town. So y'all go check them out over in Grand Saline, Milano's. It's right there on Highway 80. Let's go over the next
Hey,
one.
every time you say something about pizza, I think of brick. You know what I'm talking about.
Brick. I mean,
I
I
love our pizza.
Oh yeah, we love. Oh yeah, his little tick, and then we got peach kicking chicken, and this right here, I'm gonna tell you guys, is from scratch. It is like your grandmama's cooking over there at Trax. If you have not had a good home cooked meal in a long
Peach
time,
kicking chicken.
do yourself a favor. The description says it's grilled chicken breast glazed with their sweet southern peach barbecue sauce, and it's layered with creamy jalapeno
time for
peppers.
lunch? Yeah.
I tell you what, it is about ready. And so it's Friday. Y'all go over there, get that lunch special. If you're first in line and the train goes by, you get a free scoop of ice cream. They also have dirty sodas in pup cups. So y'all go see the Two Salty Broads over there right as you cross the railroad tracks in Grand Saline. You'll see the mural on the side of the wall. That's the home of the Two Salty Broads. Go in there and tell them VZTV sent you. Also, if you're looking for floor care, mention you saw us on I saw it on VZTV. You get 20% off for Sherman Floor Care. So be sure and y'all go give them a call. And at
Easy TV.
and on that VZ equipment rental. Corbin, you're making my eyes jump with my dyslexia. You're moving that 20% up there. I don't know if it's me or you. That VZ Equipment Rentals. Y'all go save with them 15% if you say you saw it on VZ TV. And guys, I tell y'all this every single time. A week's worth of rental on a piece of heavy equipment, if you take 15% off of that, that's a good chunk. So
You can get you a kicking chicken.
you can get your kicking chicken with that leftover money. So go see Julio over there at VZ Equipment Rental. And they are in Sweet D, but if you walk in the door and you look at Julio and you call him Sweet D, he'll probably cut you a better deal. Anyway, and also Sonic's got the $7 big meal deal, guys. Go over to Grand Saline or Edgewood Sonic. Y'all see tell them you want the 7 big meal deal. You're not going to get much better food for $7 than
You
that
should
right
have
there.
the mascot for Sonic here.
We need to. They're going to be actually sponsoring our tent when we're at the August 8th thing, and we're going to be giving away free coupons and stuff like that. I don't know. They're waiting to get me the coupon, so I don't know exactly what's going to be on the coupon. Y'all have to show up and find out. But there's going to be free food given out. So, free food. All righty, now I'm going to tell y'all this before we get to going too much further in this program. I'm fixing to end the Facebook program. So if you're one of the 3 people that's watching it right now, you're going to have to go continue either on TikTok or you're going to have to continue on the VZTV app. So get off the Facebook. Get on the app, and now let's roll on with the conversation. So, Sheriff Bridger.
So that was our break?
That was sort of our break. You haven't told me you need to leave yet.
Okay. Well, we're good so far.
As long as you're okay.
I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
So
I got some time.
So tell me about this.
Let's talk about how come, is there water? Water?
We don't have a water here, I don't think.
What?
I'll bring it. Well, the funny story is, okay, we thank you, Ryan, for letting us use this house.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. We appreciate you.
But when in between us getting settled in here, the water got shut off. And so we don't have no water. And I keep meaning to bring bottled water, and I keep forgetting to bring bottled water. And
shame on you.
I've got a warm one in the car.
No, I'm fine.
He likes to torment me. He wants everybody to think he's being abused. But, okay, hold on just a second. Let's do this. Add. And then we're just going to go live on the TikTok.
What's that playing in my ear?
It's the music he has playing in the background. It's just to fill in the blank space.
It's
for when he's not
non-copyrighted
talking.
music.
Non-copyrighted.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's
we don't play copyrighted music.
no lyrics.
And so that,
Wait, how come you can't? We're just listening to it.
well,
It's on the show.
It comes off to
yeah,
the show too.
Oh,
yeah,
on the
yeah.
show.
They can hear it on the show in the background too.
So whatever we
yeah.
hear and
So it's
hear
free
is what they're
advertisement.
hearing.
Well,
It's not copy. It's free
well,
advertisement.
you would
That's
think,
what I said, but no, people like
you
to
know,
sue because you're using
on
their music.
football,
Okay,
like
never
football
mind.
games. When we're at football games and stuff like that, they put that music over the intercom and stuff like that. And almost every football game, basketball game that we shoot, it says a portion of it's been muted because of copyright laws. And so he's gotten to where he does real good about he'll mute the crowd mic and then put this music over the top so we don't have too much of the muting going on.
Good deal.
So welcome to us on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok land.
But wait a minute.
What we got?
What if you subscribe to Amazon Music? You're paying for that service.
That's a good question.
Good question.
I don't know.
Mr. Joel Elliott, Mr. Elliott Law Firm.
I'm just saying.
You're my
paying
official,
for the subscription.
You're my
right?
official
Yeah.
lawyer
Can
of
you not-
of
can you
VZTV.
not-
Well, we're
I
using Spotify. We pay for that.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
So,
So-
he,
What do you
I would
think, Joe?
think.
Let us know, Joe.
I think we need to get Dad behind the mic and start singing songs.
No.
hey, I can do
And
this.
Put that in the
No.
background.
I did it my way.
Okay, all right.
No. We just lost all 3 of our watchers. Anyway, so tell me, wintertime, summertime, is there a fluctuation in crime between the two? I mean, is it cold to the criminals stay inside, it's hot they outside, or vice versa?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, when it gets hot, nobody wants to go in, nobody wants to be outside, so they stay in the house and they get cooped up, and then
Domestics.
domestics,
about to say,
stuff
it's-
like that goes up.
It's more likely you'll see a naked homeless man in the summer than you will in the winter.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, and then the kind of same thing in the winter. It's cold outside, and with that, electric bills go up, and then just different factors. But
Right.
but yeah, it definitely does. It does go up and down. So, yeah.
Have you seen, since you've taken office, have you seen improvements in maybe your rates? I mean, like some effectiveness that you've done that you can see it in numbers and something that you can say, hey, this is proof that I've done what I said I was going to do?
So, what I said I was going to do is put people in jail, right? And say me, the organization, and we've continued to do that, right? Our arrest numbers are up. Our housing numbers are up as well. So, we've just continued that model and that success.
Well, I will say this over your predecessors. I have been asking for the blotter for years, and I am talking about all the way back to Mr. Lindsey Ray.
Sure.
And you got me my blotter. We finally have
still
the
get
blotter.
it?
We still get
Good,
it every
I'm glad,
week.
I'm glad.
We get it every single week. Matter of
Good,
fact,
good.
some days I forget it's Wednesday until I get my blotter. Then I'm like, oh, wait, it is Wednesday because I get my blotter.
So
right
do you
as it
post
rings.
that somewhere?
We put it in the paper.
Okay.
We do that. Eventually, what I want to do is we want to put it on the show and have a little blotter time. And
Sure.
But, you know,
And you have to forgive me. I haven't read your paper, but
well,
in a while. But
I'll tell you right now, and this is what I tell everybody.
I still subscribe to it. But
The paper is there as our core, and it will always
Sure.
be there. Now
As it should be.
we do not know how it's going to evolve, if it's going to eventually become like a newsletter or what it is. Because what we're trying to do here is bring the news every single day. And if we have any sort of, like you sent me the press release the other day, we had that up on there. So we had it on the show, so it's not needed in the paper on Saturday.
Sure.
And so we don't know how it's going to go. But the reason why we developed VZTV was because the Grand Saline Sun started in 1894. If it had any hope at sea in 2094, it had to adjust
Evolve.
with the time.
It had to evolve, yeah.
And I tell everybody I love the banner Grand Saline Sun, but when we were labeled the Grand Saline Sun, we sort of painted ourselves as the Grand Saline newspaper, even though we say we've been serving Van Zant County since 1894. And when people want to go to the Van Zant newspaper, they go to the Van Zant News. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to brand myself in a corner. I want to be the broadcast agency for Van Zant County and beyond. And so that's why we did the VZTV branding. But if you see our logo, it has Grand Saline Sun and then the VZTV as the brand. And so
I believe you got to keep you got to stay
you
true
have
to
to.
what you
And-
started with, and you can expand. That's no problem at all.
Oh yeah,
Get with it. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, and a lot of times, which you've known the frustrations of us trying to keep this thing afloat. My wife, it probably wouldn't be afloat right now if it hadn't been for my wife, because there many times I'd walk in,
The backbone.
exactly, and I'd walk in, I couldn't even pay for the print edition, and I'm like, I'm done. These people don't want to pay for a newspaper; they can just live without one, and.
Maybe we should start a paper route.
Well, I would like to do that. I would like to do that. As a matter of fact, I have been talking.
Corbin ride around on a bicycle.
Corbin, well, we'll get them.
Throwing paper.
We'll get a double bicycle and put Katie and Corbin both on it. Yeah.
What's that one baseball movie where it's got the actor of Napoleon Dynamite being the
Oh, you're talking bitch warmers.
yes, bench warmers. That if I was going to be a guy, I'd be dressed like him. I'd be nerdy like him.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, they don't understand. I was a paper boy for a long, so I didn't ride the bicycle. I was the
It's in
one.
a car.
It was in a car, man.
And then you had to be careful because you'd hit the pillar.
I got good. I got really good at that. I could go down them back roads at 90 miles an hour and
Sling them over the car.
and throw that sucker. And you have some people that are very particular about where their paper has to land. I mean, we would have them that would have chairs in the front yard. Like, I want it in my chair.
And then whose you had to put in plastic because they had sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And
Have you seen the foreign countries do it? Where the old boy, there's like a TikTok based off of him. He will on his bike, he will take it and he will
Yes.
slither through like the smallest
I've
gaps.
seen that. Yeah.
yeah, them runners in New York City, them suckers riding them bicycles and doing the document runners, man, them suckers are crazy. So that brings up a question, and is splitting lanes legal in Texas if you're on a motorcycle?
Is splitting lanes illegal?
Putting your tires on the dotted line and going between two vehicles that are in their rightful lanes.
I would say yes. I don't know the actual technical legal
it's illegal
definition.
in most states.
Well, no, because if you listen to them boys talking online, they say that it's legal and stuff like that. I don't see how it's legal, and they get mad when
I
somebody.
would have to look that up.
Somebody,
I would say yes, but
Yeah, that's-
we'll see.
because they sit there and they'll show these boys in traffic, and or they'll be going down 20, and you'll have like two 18-wheelers in lanes
Yeah,
like this right here, and they'll split between them, and I'm like, that just don't seem like
Yeah,
it's
they
right.
do it, but it's not legal.
It definitely. Corbin, look it up. See if
I
see
got
if
it right here.
He's got it.
It says
The group.
Texas Transportation Code 545-0605, added by House Bill 4122, makes it unlawful for a motorcycle to ride in between lanes and move the traffic, pass another vehicle within the same lane, operate between stopped vehicles at traffic lights, lane filter.
There we
Yeah,
go.
so
Okay, there it
people can
goes.
say
There we go.
It's
Yeah.
legal all they want, but it's not.
It's not.
Well, that's just, to me, that's dangerous. And then they get mad when somebody like,
It's the same as when, you miss your exit
yeah.
and you cut someone off right where the road splits.
Oh, we'll go into Dallas.
Yeah, I had that happen
They're
to
in the
me
front
when we went to
fast
Dallas the other day.
Yeah, fast lane. They'll be
Yeah.
running 90 in the fast lane and go across all four lanes to exit. I used to see that all the time as a phone man when I drive up there. People ask me, and why I don't leave Van Zandt County. I lived in Dallas for about a year, and that was all I needed. I drove a Southwestern Bell van around, and that had a target, on the back of it. People didn't mind aiming for you because you had big corporate money in the back. So
Have you seen the
Getting
Family
framed to
Guy?
hit the brakes.
Have you seen the Family Guy cutaway? It's the Asian chick driving, and she
Extra
says,
now. Good luck, everybody else.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's how Dallas drivers are.
and she goes over like 4 lanes to go to the exit.
I tell my wife, I see these people driving all the time, and I'm like, it must be nice to be able to afford insurance and not worry about getting pulled over for speeding or having an accident. So anything that sort of, I know you're a world traveler, so do you have any big exploits overseas coming up?
No, sir.
Nothing adventurous, huh?
Nope. My wife's on vacation right now. I didn't want to go, so I stayed behind.
Well, it wouldn't be. She's taking a vacation from you. That was how she put
probably
it. That's how she put it.
Probably it.
I
Probably.
do got a question regarding the travel. Can I get personal real quick?
Yeah. If I
I think so.
Don't
This
wanna
could-
answer right now?
I don't know.
There's a new virus going around that induces diarrhea. What's the
there's a new one.
yeah? There's
There's always something new.
what foreign food has given you the worst diarrhea?
What foreign food?
That's actually a good question. I love that.
Man,
That's not personal. That's TMI.
I like it because he's
Really,
You don't
honestly-
understand. He's eating I'm sure you've eaten some funky foods, been in the cultures you've been
I
across.
have. I've eaten some
any
very
of 'em-
exotic.
So any of them
food.
give you the good old bubble gut?
And no, no, not really. Because I got a pretty good stomach, so
Bubble gut hot snakes.
yeah.
Somebody use his mic.
Yeah.
he-
No,
I'm the one
no. You know
controlling
what?
it.
Really, honestly, no. I can't think of any. I think the main thing is just when you eat our food, the American food, it's so processed and all that other stuff that when you go to other countries that they don't. There's very little processing, if any, zero.
Yeah.
Have you eaten any Indian street food in India?
I love Indian food. Oh my god, I love butter.
That is one
Chicken
food
butter
that
naan. There's a great Indian restaurant in Tyler. I can't think of the name of it right now. We go there a lot. Oh man, I love Indian
I have to
food.
try that. 'cause me-
Is it
good.
true that they
So good.
put the food in their armpits to mold it and put it in the fryer and all that stuff?
Hey, you know what? If they do, it's good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't
Extra
know.
flavor.
A
If
Mongolian
we saw the way
grill.
people prepared our food here,
Well, that's-
we would never eat.
you
it.
know, they
Our
used
food
just
comes
saying.
from factories.
Well, they used to have
instead
them.
of vans.
They used to
Yeah,
have them
yeah,
dadgum hidden camera shows that go in behind.
Yes,
and
yes.
I told the wife I worked in enough dadgum fast food restaurants. I know what goes on back there.
Yeah.
I promise you, just eat the food if you like the way it tastes. It's fine.
Just eat it. Just eat it.
But
Walk in there and eat it and leave.
People used to look at me and
Now there's good. Not everybody does that. Just saying.
no, yeah, exactly.
Do we do disclaimers like that? Like,
we
is that what we're supposed to
we
do?
leave it up to their imagination.
Okay,
Shoot,
all right.
I mean.
Well, we didn't say nobody's name.
I mean,
so.
I tell
okay.
everybody I'm an idiot. So if you take anything I say as gold, you're a bigger dummy than I am. But I've gone. People ask me, would you eat this or would you eat that? Talking about dog or cat or something like that. Because you go over in Mexico and they literally have dog hanging up in some of them shop windows, and they'll eat that all day long.
Well, I don't know about dog, but I can tell you that they do. I've never eaten dog. I'm not going to say I have because I haven't.
Right.
But there's some other exotic foods that I've eaten overseas, and it's good.
Yeah, and I'm one of them deals. I mean, I just about almost anything. Now, I guess the only thing that I really can't wrap my brain around eating is the tongue. People eat cow tongue.
What's it called? Lingua?
Oh, I don't know.
It's good.
All I
It's
know is
good.
I've always said I don't want to taste nothing that can taste me back. That's just always how I felt about things.
That's a weird way to think about it.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. It is.
Well, yeah, and I've never dove in and done the pig's feet or chicken's feet, pickled chicken. I could never do that.
It's good.
Is there anything that you don't like?
I don't like Brussels sprouts. I mean, why,
one thing I
why,
like.
why would you eat Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Why?
buttered Brussels sprouts with salt on them. I think
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Small cabbages.
I try. That's right. And I love cabbage, but I can't. I just can't. Now, I will tell you this though. Every holiday, our family makes some type of bacon Brussels sprouts and all that, and I'll try one every time. and it's just as nasty as it was last year and the year
Now,
before that.
I will say this: I'm not as big of a
Oh, my
fan.
God.
I'm not as big of a fan as someone that cooks Brussels sprouts in bacon grease. I've seen that, and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
of course, going to all these Baptist socials growing up and all this stuff. I've had it with
I
bacon.
cannot do Brussels
I'm not
sprouts.
that. I'm not that. But me and the wife, we get them, and they come in the pack, and they're buttered Brussels sprouts, and I put salt on everything. So we like that, and our kids grew up liking
I
that.
eat pretty much. I mean, I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try anything once. So
I will
because
too,
how
but
can
I
you say you
can't
don't
eat
like
bland
it?
food.
How can you say you don't like it if you don't try it?
Well, I'll say I finally tried my first set of Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, not bad.
Calf fries as they were.
bad.
But I mean, I don't think that where we ate them at.
Squid.
I love squid.
Octopus.
I love squid. We love calamari. I love that stuff. My wife got
Crickets.
me. I have not tried.
Chocolate covered.
I haven't done chocolate covered. Now
Scorpions.
I did eat a cricket one time on a bicycle on accident.
Riding your motorcycle.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. But no, I remember when I was young, Paul Youngblood. Of course, this is when Rambo was real hot, and he was out. And one of the key lines in the Rambo was, "He'd eat what makes a billy goat puke." Well, Paul Youngblood started a Rambo club when we were in elementary, middle school, whenever this was, and we were eating ants. And I remember
Ants, yeah.
that went really
Protein.
good. That
Ants
went really
protein.
good until it stung my tongue, and then I decided I didn't like that no more. We also got in Bumblebee Wars, where you grab a honeybee war. You grab a honeybee and you shake them around and you throw them into each other, and yeah. But I don't know how much I would.
Snake. You eat snake?
I wouldn't turn it down. I mean, I'm just saying I haven't never because
Have you had raccoon?
I haven't.
It's so good.
And I would. I try to tell my wife.
Armadillo.
I try to tell my wife all the time,
Awesome.
I would eat any of
Gator?
that, and she tells me. Now we love gator. We do love gator.
My dad makes the best gator.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, so how can you say that you got to try it if you don't,
Yeah,
you
at
can't
least
say you don't-
once.
You
Now-
can't say you don't
now-
like it if you don't
now,
try
like I
it. You
said-
can't say that.
I'll stand pretty firm on my cow tongue thing. It just doesn't even look appealing. I mean, and I don't think I'm going to miss anything by not.
Now,
you
I'm
know.
all for trying new things. I will not try an organ, and I will not try a limb.
You eat sausage?
Yeah.
What sausage wrapped in?
I honestly don't know. I
She
couldn't
says,
tell
I don't
you.
want to know.
Just
But
saying.
I mean, like
right?
chicken and pig's feet and all that stuff, and then
But you said
like
an organ.
heart,
Now, I love gizzards. I
Heart's
love
good.
gizzards.
Gizzard,
gizzards,
hearts.
livers. I can't do that.
Matter of fact, the best part of the chicken, the dark meat in the chicken, when you go in there and you dig all that out of there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that,
boy.
especially when it's got that
Right
grease
there
in
on
there.
that bone. Well,
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
My wife and I, we one of our guilty pleasures is we sneak away and we go grab gizzards. We just sit down and eat gizzards
Yep.
together. My mama started us on that, and when I found her and she loved gizzards, that was just I was like, all right, we that's rock and roll. But so as we move forward into the fall months and stuff like that, I know y'all going to have several different like fan drives and stuff like that, right? Y'all don't do fan drives, or do you know of any fan drives? You know,
Fan.
we like
Electric fan?
yeah.
No, I don't know.
I
Is
did-
there a need for that here?
Well, I mean, my wife and them, they do it, and we always talk about these 100-degree temperatures hitting and
We'll
stuff
be more
like
than
that.
happy to participate if somebody's doing something.
Okay.
Just
Well,
let us know.
I didn't know if anybody out there knows anything about any fan drives.
I've not heard of a fan drive, but we'll be more than happy to participate.
Yeah,
for sure.
the
absolutely.
fans. There's like I said, my wife and them, their company. I think about once a month they do a fan drive for people that can't afford fans and stuff like that. So what? Let's see. I'm trying to think of something. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I forgot. I knew I was missing something. Let's do the flyby.
What's the flyby?
Well, what I wanted to show was there was Blue Angels. They did a flyby.
Oh yeah, that was
and
cool.
That was awesome. And
And I've been down there when they've done that before.
well, we've
I've
been,
got
I
two
want to see them
versions.
so
Why
bad.
are people so upset about
well, that's what we were talking
Well,
about. Well,
they want anything to be. They want a reason to be upset about
Well,
it.
we
what
go.
was funny was, and this is what I wanted to show. Reason
It's going
why,
to come up here.
yeah, it's going to show up right here.
I've got the Democratic version and then the Republican version.
Okay,
Well,
let's roll.
We need a bigger TV for old folks.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Older
we do.
folks.
See if you can put it as full screen as possible, Bubba.
There we go.
This morning, stunning video showing a Navy jet
so
flying
cool.
extremely low over Pensacola Beach in Florida during a Blue Angels flight demonstration.
I think this is
Watch
their
as the jet
first show.
soars just feet over the
of the
heads
year.
of dozens of
That's so
beachgoers,
awesome.
tents seen collapsing, umbrellas and chairs lifting off the ground, and visitors stunned.
I've been
Stunned.
coming for 10 years, and I've never seen a pass like that in my life.
So she loved it, is what she's
I remember
saying.
that for probably the rest of my life.
John
See?
Austin Lynch was there and says the jets had been circling for nearly 2 hours up until that startling moment.
They were flying over our heads
Startling.
all day, and so, but nothing nearly like that. I would describe it as frightening in a good way, like when you're watching a movie hoping for the jump scare where it gets your heart pumping.
The crowd erupting in applause after the spectacle.
So what's the problem?
Flyover was conducted to mark the start of the Blue Angels 2026 Pensacola Beach Air Show, this year honoring the 80th anniversary of the historic flight squadron. In a statement, the Blue Angels saying the aircraft was flying lower than standard profiles and that they're reviewing the incident, adding, "The safety of our hometown community, spectators, and our pilots is our highest priority."
Now, there are strict Navy and FAA safety standards they must follow, so this investigation will look at whether they did follow those. No one was hurt in this. Spectators definitely got a show they will never forget.
Yeah,
That's
that was close.
Very close.
All right, thank you, Rhiannon. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Rihanna. We appreciate
The other
it.
video?
And what's funny is I've heard people griping about this, said it was triggering, it was this. I'm like going,
You went out there to watch them do this.
if it's triggering, what's wrong with you? If you're
you
triggered
went
by
They
that,
just want a reason to be upset.
let's roll how it should have been applauded.
It goes back to the gold bar thing. It
I-
just wasn't shiny enough.
It was funny that one said that they were outraged and all this stuff, and then you start watching the video and stuff like that. And everybody was applauding, high fiving, and all that stuff.
Yeah, what the
Go
heck?
ahead.
But before we get to that, did you hear about the Blue Angels that made that really close flyover in Florida? Take a look at this video. That's video coming out of Florida as the Blue Angels surprised Florida beachgoers with their low flyover. However, now the U.S. Navy is conducting a review after the Blue Angels jet flew low during this flyover
That's
at
awesome.
Pensacola Beach. The low flyover happened Wednesday during the Pensacola Beach Air Show, and the video shared on social media shows the umbrellas just blowing across the beach after that jet
Across the
passes
beach.
so close to the shore. This U.S. Navy jet just stunning Florida beachgoers there. And the U.S. Navy is now conducting a safety review, saying it's reviewing the incident because the jet flew lower than standard profiles during an aerial maneuver. That's according to a U.S. Navy spokesperson in a statement. We have some more video of this that I want to show you. You can take a look there as you see people have their phones out and you see the jet so close to the water. They're so close to the beachgoers. The U.S. Navy going on to say the safety of our hometown community, spectators, and pilots is our highest priority. Team leadership is reviewing the circumstances surrounding the maneuver and conducting a thorough safety review to ensure all operations adhere to strict Navy and FAA safety standards. This is also
She just
causing some
rambling.
officials
Yeah, I would say
to
you can-
speak.
She just rambling on.
The thing about it is, why is there even a statement that needs to be made? If you did not appreciate that,
What did Pete say? He said, we're going to continue the flyovers
Yeah.
until morale gets boosted.
I mean, exactly.
yes, I
well,
love
you know,
it.
and it was also like on when Kid Rock, the helicopter guys
Yes.
came by and
Yes.
they did that. Give that guy a raise.
Man.
You know, it's,
And then Kid Rock said, hey, I'll pay whatever they need.
yeah.
That's cool.
And that's what I go back to my monologue. It's funny how my monologue always comes back around in these. We're sitting there arguing about stupid crap, and all it's done is just ripping the paper more and more. And we just got to figure out a way to get past that. And but no, that little flyby, I thought that was just beast. I mean, and we've been to air shows when they've done that. I've
Yes,
seen
I
the
love the air
Thunderbirds do it. I've seen the Blue Angels do it. I love both
Yes,
of them
yes.
do it. And
My son's in the Air Force, and we go to the air show. We try to go every year, and it is awesome. It's the best.
One of the things I hope to pull off, which I don't know, my age, I may have passed my limit, but I've been hoping to get my press pass to get me in the back of the cockpit of one of these guys that take the media up in the air, because I want to experience one of those. I know it's not a 90-degree takeoff, but they go out there and that has always been one of my desires, is just to be pushed back into the back of that seat and just feel that one time. Even if I died doing it, I would come home a happy man. You know what I mean? mean? So, but I thought that was really neat. And so I think we're on a great. Katie, did you have something you were going to bring up? Corbett said you had something.
Oh, it was just talking about the fires in Canada.
All the smoke coming this way.
It's coming all over
high
the
levels
Midwest.
of air quality are bad. So
It's real bad. It's going all the way from Ontario to. Let me check real quick.
It's everywhere.
While you're looking at that,
who else has come on the show that's in law enforcement?
So far, I think you're the only one with
Me.
law enforcement.
Yes, just you.
Well, let's do this then. Can we do this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Can we call out a couple of them?
Hey, you remember that one time I told you my original idea was to have you
Round
and
table.
the chiefs of police right here.
Yeah.
So give them a call out right now.
Let's do it. Let's make sure that we get all the chiefs here, and we'll do a round table, or you can do one-on-one with the VZTV here.
Yeah, and if you want to, you can always call in via Google Video if you don't want to, or you can't be here in person.
Google Video.
Yeah, Corbin's got it to where the Google Videos.
It's not Zoom, it's Google.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Google Meet.
Yeah, Google Meet. Yeah, there you go. And so we use that. You can call in from your office if you.
That's right.
And
So there's no excuse.
No excuse. So
Jeremy, Chief Barker.
There you go.
Aaron Long, no excuse.
No excuse.
Yeah.
You don't forget our buddy right over here, Mr. Dorian.
Yeah. Eric, we'll get Eric up in here. Come on.
So if you,
John Morrison, where you at?
Will's Point,
Brad Allison.
Mm-hmm. Kenneth Canton.
There we go. So come on.
Yeah, I definitely want to get Mr. Allison on here because he is literally a character in one of my favorite stories.
What story is
The
that?
day one of the inmates took the credit card out of his desk and bonded himself out using the sheriff. That right
You're
there.
making me. Am I supposed to?
I'm sorry, I have to laugh at it. That is so genius. That is so funny.
I'm not going to laugh.
If you
I gotta be serious about that.
If you have an inmate number and you pull that stunt, you're a god. You will get.
Okay.
Did he get away with it?
When and where was
he
this?
punted himself out with the chief of police credit card.
When and where?
Can't they rearrest him for fraud?
Oh, trust
Yes.
me, he got stacked charges, but I mean, it was so worth it. I'm sorry, it was worth it. If you pulled that off, got out, and you walk in there and you look at the judge and
That's
you just
one
go,
of the unscripted things. I did not know that was coming, so I apologize for laughing.
"Oh, it has to be."
No, I don't apologize for laughing.
That is one of my funniest stories that I've heard sitting in this chair.
It was a good one. It was
I've heard a
definitely a
lot
good
of funny stories in my life, but
It
that
was
one right
definitely
there,
a good story.
my years in this chair, that was one of the funniest articles I had
I don't
to
think
write.
he's coming on your show now.
He may not.
don't think he's
he may
coming
not.
now.
It's lighthearted fun, man. Look,
Hey, lessons learned.
Hey, all I gotta say is, at least you weren't drunk during a documentary about a man that set himself on fire in your hometown.
That's
I did that, and that show was shown in schools. And there's old Bert before his sobriety. They had been trying to come after.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. 8 years. Unfortunately, I did not get sober before I made it into the permanent archives of this documentary. But no, they had been after us for years and years and years about doing a documentary, and it was all about racism. Grants Lane being an all-white town, blah, 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 blah.
I've seen it.
Well, as you know, as many of my friends do, back in my day, I was functional till about 2 o'clock, and then that's when the beers sort of took over, and from that point on, inebriation led the way. And I come in one night about 4:30, 5 o'clock to the office, and there they stood. Well, I was definitely already feeling my
You were
oats,
ready to go.
and I had two.
You were
I generally
ready.
called them driving beers, but these were become interview beers, and I took them and put them down there and one in a cup and started drinking and doing this interview. And let's just put it this way. My son called me up one day and said, "Hey, Dad, did you know they're showing that movie, that show up here in this class?" And I said, "No, they're not." He said, "Yeah, they are." And I knew that it wasn't.
Yeah, they showed it in my history class.
And I knew it wasn't approved.
It's famous.
I knew it wasn't approved literature. So I called up somebody and said, "Hey, did you know that they're showing this in your classrooms?" "Oh, they're not." So they went and got that pulled. But it never fails. There's some group of Grants Lane folk that sit around, mostly as teenagers, that get really drunk and then start looking at old videos and say, "There's old Bert over there."
Well,
Goodness gracious.
I don't think the teenagers today care.
They always seem to stumble upon it because it always comes up, hey, we saw you in a movie.
Yet to stumble upon it.
Oh,
so you can start that off with Brad. You can say, Brad, look, here's what I've done.
Yeah, I'll show him the clip.
Now let's talk about you.
I'll start the show off with, hey, Brad, you want to see my embarrassing moment? Here, roll it, boy.
Yeah. We all have embarrassing moments, I can assure you.
But,
every one of us.
If you don't laugh at them, I tell them all the time, if you don't laugh at your failures, sometimes you cry. I mean, Lord have mercy.
Well, without failures, there's no movement forward.
Exactly. I mean, for sure. My failures are generally they're all public record. I mean, literally, you can find a picture to go along with it. Although I was pleased, me and Michelle were driving home yesterday, and she was looking up trying to find one of my old mug shots to show somebody at her work, and she couldn't find my mug shot, and I said, no, it's got to be out there. So I asked ChatGPT, and it couldn't find a single mug shot of mine back in the day. So, hey, I guess
they're still out.
We'll work on that.
Speaking of embarrassing moments, have you ever seen someone waving, thinking they're waving at you, you wave back, and realize they're waving at the person behind you?
Yes.
And thought
you're
about
like, hey.
it.
You're like, oh, sorry.
Thought about it going to bed.
Yeah. Especially when you're eating lunch somewhere and somebody walks in there like.
Oh, I'm really bad about, me. I'm a guy, so
I like talking to everybody.
Yeah,
hey.
and that's my problem. And I'm a guy, and if I know you and I think we're friends, I'm going to call you ugly and stupid and all that good stuff. What's really bad is when you see somebody that you think is somebody, hey, you dumb son of a gun, and they turn around and you're like, oh.
You know what? I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. So, anyway, Corbin, let's go ahead. Let's run one more time. Hold on.
One more time? Do we do like action, roll it? What do we do?
Let's see. For recommended, restricted.
While he's doing that, I will say, can we notice the fact that Katie's only yawned once during the show?
I've yawned
twice.
But
that's still a PR.
Okay.
Our lowest has been 5.
Nice.
I'm trying to laugh at this. It says that we have been restricted on our TikTok live because, and it says reason, nudity and body exposure. Them legs are just too daggum sexy, Bridger.
You said Casual Friday.
No, I think it was from the show or the news stream because they were on the beach.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe. Well, no, because that didn't get it. The TikTok's just been on them too.
Oh my Jesus! I'm sorry, guys.
Katie, what are you doing over there when we're not looking?
It's his legs.
It's his legs. It's these sexy legs over here. I mean, y'all didn't know y'all was electing a leg model here. Yeah. Anytime they
trust me, they didn't know.
anytime that there's an ankle socks advertised, you're seeing Sheriff Bridger's legs on the TV. You don't see his face.
Well, I can tell you today's a travel day. So
today's a travel day. Well, let's go ahead and do one more round on our specials today.
Are they the same specials?
They're going to be the same specials.
They haven't changed.
We want anybody and everybody to see it. So,
is there a free fry Friday?
It's a $7 big meal deal. So something in there is free. And
2, 4, 6.
Yeah, so right there, I mean, that's a big meal. $7. Grand Saline Sonic. Y'all go in there and check them out. Tell them you heard about it on VZTV and say, I want that $7 big meal deal. All righty, Bubba.
I mean,
we do the same ones. I still have my breakfast toaster in the fridge.
Yeah, I seen that sitting back here.
I just remembered.
Yeah,
I'm eating that when I got.
So even if you're not watching,
I just got so happy. I'm sorry.
She's like, I got food at the house. All right, guys. Sherman Floor Care. If you call and get any service from them, tell them you saw it on VZTV. 20% off of their services, and call VZ Equipment Rentals over there. Literally, if you come out on 17 and you don't hit the brakes, you're gonna go right into their bay door. 15% off if you rent any equipment over there. Go see Julio. Call him Sweet D, and he'll cut you an extra good deal, I'm sure. Also, August 8th, we're going to be out there. We're going to be celebrating those that give us the freedoms and liberties to be here. So y'all come out, find us. We're going to have an empty seat. Y'all can pull up a mic and feel what it likes to be on this side of the camera for a change. Anyway, there's going to be a car show, military show. It's a free event. It's going to be
good fun.
There's going to be a whole lot out there. You get to see old Sheriff Bridger, and I'm sure he's going to be walking around in shorts, and so you get to see these legs in person. So
I will not be in shorts.
You will not be.
Well, I won't say. I might. Is that
August? Yeah, it's August 8th.
Is that a Saturday?
I mean, come on.
Maybe.
I mean, come on. You got to get some boots so you can pull the full dangle outfit. We need the shorts and everything.
August is things sticking to everything else.
Yes.
Exactly.
Weather.
Yeah, or swamp ass is what we call it. Anyway, so there we go.
Kicking chicken.
Yeah, go
Here we
get
go
your
again.
peach
Kicking
kicking chicken.
chicken.
I know where Sheriff Bridger's going. He
kicking
probably
chicken.
go grab that. Before, where's your meeting at? Your sheriff's meeting at?
It's in Fort Worth.
Oh, well, he's going to the other. Well, no, I guess you go down there, grab it on the way to go, and hit 80 and go through there.
Yep.
So anyway, that's over at Tracks.
If I had a Tesla, it could just drive me there and I could eat that and
Exactly.
relax.
So that peach kicking chicken, y'all see it right there. It comes with 2 sides and a drink, and that's $14.99. If you cross over the railroad tracks right there in Grand Saline, look to your right, and you see the mural on the wall.
And there it is.
If you're the first in line when the train goes by, you get a free scoop of ice cream, and they've got like a whole Brahms layout up there.
I've seen
they've
it.
got
It's
a
good.
Now,
I've
what is
been
peach
there.
barbecue sauce?
with barbecue sauce with a little bit of peachy in it.
I've
peach,
never.
It's peach barbecue.
Well, try it.
What kind of question is that?
It's just like.
What kind of question
Is it
is
good?
that?
Have you had it?
Peach? What is
Yeah,
peach?
I've had all sorts of barbecue sauce. Now I haven't had this one, but you know what? I probably will after this evening. I'll say I have.
I
Why
can
don't
tell you
y'all
that
go?
I've just never heard
I
of
can
it.
tell you it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can promise you, if these women put it on the table, your tongue is going to race to get to it. So.
Yep.
Just never heard of it.
Very.
And then Milano's, guys, if you want chicken, if you want good biscuits, if you want good pizza, go check them out. To me, my favorite pizza, if you want to ask for a recommendation, it's the chicken Alfredo with jalapeno. Go in there, tell them you saw it on VZTV, get your grub on.
Barbecue chicken
VZTV.
pizza is real good.
Barbecue chicken pizza is really
my
good.
favorite.
Hey, what about a peach barbecue chicken pizza?
No.
Peach barbecue.
There you go.
What's peach barbecue again?
I don't know. Maybe
You
she'll
know what?
tell
You're
us.
never coming back on.
She been no show for you.
Been banned.
Yeah.
No show for you. The soup Nazi.
What if
from
I bring
Seinfeld.
water? Can I come back if I bring
No.
water? No.
she has shunned you. There is no
Man,
forgiveness in this
golly.
game.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's going to be
The yawn count is wrong. It's supposed to be 2.
Yeah, it is supposed to be.
Something's glitched and it won't let me change it.
Oh, my
so, hey, in the nowadays age, it identifies as 2.
So I need some legs down there. How do I point? Right here? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, there you
I need
go.
some
along
legs
with yours?
beside my name.
Hey,
Yeah.
noted. I'll do it for next time.
Yeah, next time we're going to have hey, what we do
I
is,
mean, everybody has something besides
hey,
me.
hey, Corbin, what you need to do is clip one of his legs off and then put a lampstand on it, and we'll do the whole Christmas story
There you
thing
go.
off. I mean, that'd be the sexiest
That'll
lamp
be
ever.
that'll
There
be
you
the
go.
YouTube thumbnail.
my skinny legs.
Oh, good. You do realize you've got to go back to the jail and see your employees, and I know some of them fellas going to razz you about some of this.
Trust me. I've gotten a message already from Chief Barker.
Say, bring it down, bring it down.
Yeah.
But so
But
Barker,
I think he's volunteering to come on your show.
so he must have seen it. Caden probably messaged him. I'm sure
somebody
Hey,
did, I don't
maybe
know.
Barker's watching. Hey, Chief, how you doing?
We gotta have Chief and Bridger on the same show.
It'll be good. Yeah.
Hey, what we're trying to do, we're
He's-
trying to get
he's
all
a
of
great
them.
guy.
What I want to do is I want to get all the chiefs on here, and then we'll have a little bit of serious talk about law enforcement. But I want to do some of these reaction videos
By the way, Chief Barker has done so much good.
that people don't even
Yeah,
understand.
he's
I mean,
one
he
of
has.
the
People don't even-
instructors for the EMT and fire
He's done
class.
great
He did a
things.
People don't
great
even
job.
understand.
Great things.
And
He's implemented the Fire Academy.
Yeah.
They
And
y'all
not only-
graduated-
I went through
I would
both
say
of them.
at
y'all
the school-
graduated with the fire.
Yeah, he does it
fireman
not only in the
license.
school, but he
Yes.
does it in house there, so other volunteers can come down here and get
Yes,
certified.
yes.
And what's
And
really
now he started an
Even
EMT
better.
program, correct? Last
Yep.
year, right? Is that right?
Year before last,
Year
because
before
I
last.
took it in
Okay.
high school.
Yeah.
We
I
will
mean,
have,
he's awesome.
We will have 2 officers on the show if Chief Barker joins you. We should play Taser trivia. You get the trivia wrong.
Oh, absolutely
The loser
not.
gets tased.
I like how Corbin's thinking.
sir.
I think we would get demonetized.
How about this? How about who wants to be on my team and they get to
Now,
ride the
well, now I figure this is what's going to
I call
happen.
being production.
I will not be in the chair.
I figure what would happen is if we really want to give the viewers, Bert takes a taser and everybody gets, that would probably get more views than anything we've watched out there.
I'll put this out there. If Bert wants to do some instructional tasing, we can make that happen.
For practice purposes only.
Yes, for instructional purposes only.
You know what? In all my,
Educational.
yeah, that
You
can-
know, and that's a clip that'll go viral.
Hey,
so
all
We
I've
can
got
do
to
it.
say
Do it for
is,
the views.
you know, I'm just going to say this. You know, I
What we'll
made it-
do is we'll get some officers after one of their classes, and then we'll let them see how it actually affects.
The only reason why I want to do this, but I want to do it at full sprint with a pad in front of me. So I want y'all to hit me so I look
Can
like
you full sprint?
okay, my full sprint, as fast
Okay.
as I'm going to go.
Asking.
Well, he's
She's
got
being mean.
his cat
not
socks
being-
on. He's agile like a cat.
Hey, let me tell you,
That
these are
cat
flourishing,
is-
baby. These are flourishing. These are the president's favorite brand of shoes.
He's talking about your socks.
Your socks.
You see the
yeah.
cat that's on
I
your
said you're
socks?
agile like a cat.
There
'cause
you
got
go.
your cat
That
socks
cat is the stupidest cartoon cat I've ever seen.
on. Whoa.
Hey there, lady.
He's a little.
This is somebody who grew up
Not all
with
there.
Teletubbies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, absolutely
Let's talk
not.
about
Those things
that.
freaked me out.
And Barney.
Yeah.
No,
Remember, if
those things
this,
freak me out.
if this man tries to run, it's going to look like Conor McGregor on July 11th.
Well, let's go. What I want to do is I want to get a good. We got no mattresses. I want to
I
get a
didn't
good.
say that, Colonel.
I want to get a good head start because I don't want to give them. I want to be a moving target. I always said, no, I won't be running. So y'all hit me running so I can flop fish down on the mats.
We got to do it like the reality show like style, like where the cameraman's coming out the back of the cards and they're chasing the dogs.
Yeah.
That could be our promo. We'll bad Bert, what you gonna do?
All right.
Hey,
Well, listen, I'm going to have to start wrapping up
well,
here,
that's
guys.
what I'm about to say. Well, let's leave them on a laugh. That's on a high note. We appreciate you swinging in here,
Sure, I, mean,
Bridger.
I really appreciate y'all having me. I really do.
It was
Thank
fun, and it's exactly what we've been trying to do. And of course, now the call outs out there. We got Barker in there, Dorian, Allison, Will's Point.
Come on.
Oh, you're going to leave me hanging, aren't
I
you?
am.
Oh, you
Long.
dirty dog.
Aaron
Oh,
Long.
there you go,
Aaron-
Long.
Chief Long.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Chief Morrison.
And Chief Morrison. Chief
Yeah.
Morrison hadn't met him yet. But anyway, guys, the call outs out here. Let's get
Yes.
it planned. Let's get on
do
this
it.
chair.
I'm
and
ready.
guys, it's the weekend. Go out and have fun. Give somebody a hug as long as you got their permission so you don't meet Sheriff Bridger.
They're afraid you're going to ask them hard questions, I'm sure. I don't know. They haven't told me that.
Well, what you do is you tell them Bert's an idiot. So the hardest question I'll ask is what's 3 times 3?
I'll tell them they can divert them to me.
Yeah. Or the famous no comment. Or be a politician for crying out loud. Just talk around it and say nothing.
Talk around.
I mean, come on. So
Do we have enough mics for? I guess we can figure.
Oh, we'll figure it out. We got a board that holds.
We have plenty of mics.
Yeah,
trust
Could
me.
you put the QR code up there one more time for me?
Yeah, there you go.
One more time, because here's the problem. No, the QR code.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Oh my Lord!
Takes him a minute.
But
Yeah,
that
there
one
you
right
go.
there. That's what we need, because we need this light fixed. It's really
We
my
need-
OCD is bugging me. And
But
the light is off.
He didn't know about it until he couldn't unsee it. Now he can't unsee it.
it's-
So.
I mean, it's driving me nuts.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I'm not gonna fix it till y'all donate to do it.
How much are $20, $30?
These are bright, so I don't know. I haven't priced. They'll tell
What
me.
we think?
Oh, I don't know.
But anyway,
I think
guys.
they're 500 to 700 watts.
But
watts.
if you don't,
Not money.
We're not buying a $500
Yeah, we're not buying. No.
Nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised.
But anyway,
I
I
wouldn't
will. I will say this: if y'all don't donate, he's going to get irritable, and if he gets irritable, he starts pulling people over.
Hey, how about this? How about this?
You
That
don't-
is not true.
You don't
No,
run. And he's got a
that is
taser.
not
And he's
true.
got a taser.
No,
So
that is not-
irritable
Okay.
Bridger with a taser.
Here's the deal. When we get that light fixed, we can have the meteorologist screen back up, and then we can have Bridger doing the
Yes, I want to do the weather.
Yes.
I want
You're more
to
than
do
welcome.
Okay, we got it. We
We
got
gotta
it.
put him in a bikini though too.
And so, and
Bikini?
Bikini.
and
it's
I'll,
bikini season.
No,
I'm
we're
not wearing a bikini.
No.
I'll wear some.
Too far.
With VZTV on it and the QR code on the other side.
I'll
Too
wear,
far.
I'll wear some crazy shorts or something. I
Yeah,
won't wear a
we'll
bikini.
make him dress up as Dangle and do the weather. You know, cowboy boots.
Don't wear green.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get no.
Or Woody? Can I be dressed up as Woody?
Well, there you go. Well, I think Dangle, Officer Dangle from Reno
He needs to wear a
911.
green bodysuit and then have only his head floating.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Okay, that would be funny.
But anyway, no, we're
But
going.
hey, I really do appreciate y'all.
But
Thank
yeah,
you so
and
much. Thank
and you know what we'll do is when we get all the chiefs on here, we gotta get all
Sure.
of them on here.
Yes.
Bert will ride the lightning just for clicks and views.
So what you're saying is,
What I'm saying is-
okay, I want to hear this one more time. Get clarification. If I can get all the chiefs here at one time to talk,
Yep.
and have a little round table just cut up,
Uh-huh.
you will take a ride.
I'll take a ride. So that right there is your selling point to Allison.
You heard it here.
So you could tell Allison, because I laughed at him openly on camera, tell him he can pull the trigger and make old Bert ride the lightning.
We can do that. We can do that.
We get it
for
handled.
sure.
All right.
For sure.
What
For
in the world-
instructional purposes only.
for instructional and entertainment purposes only. Because
Instructional for us.
This is what happens when married men are bored.
Yeah, this is what happens when your wife doesn't see the Amazon driver enough, and she says you need to make more money. Well, you get tased, so maybe it'll get some views and clicks. So guys, hey, I'll tell you right now, let's tag on to this. That QR code, it's on our site. I will put it up. You guys go go out there, I want to see donations. If I'm riding the Lightning, by God, there be some skin in the game. so if you,
I just want a new light. That's all I want. Okay.
So
cut this one off.
Yeah. Well, but that's how.
Then I wouldn't be doing this.
Well, that's how we see all of your beauty. All your beauty wrinkles and
treat, please. You see this? Look, I ain't got no hair.
Look at that. But see, that's knowledge shining back into the camera. You know that is unfiltered knowledge.
So we have a checklist. We have.
There you go.
I got to get the Chiefs here.
The Chiefs here.
Got to do that. And Corbin has to get me a little icon. Can people see that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Corbin has to get me an icon.
Yep.
And we got to get a light.
And we got to
And
get
you
a
want
light.
the icon to be legs.
I don't care.
It's got to be legs.
Y'all
It's gotta be
pick.
legs.
I want a badge. I just feel left out.
I want a badge. I want a badge that's
Well, we're
there,
here
but I want a
every day.
pair of sexy legs.
I mean, Katie she's got coffee.
I'm here every day.
And of course,
of
course, I'm a Gibson loyalist because I wouldn't be here without Gibson. So I got my Gibson. So we got to get Bridge or something.
I like it.
Yeah, we got to get Bridge or something. Anyway, guys, we've gone way over than what we said we were going to do. We got to get this man back out there, cuffing and stuffing them. And so if you see people right there on them card flips, be sure and go shop with them. Thank them for supporting VZ TV.
Kicking chicken.
And get that kicking chicken over at Tracks. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Thank y'all.